YouTube, what's up guys? So today I bought not one, not two, but three Cyber Dragon structure deck. And the goal is to see if I can make a viable deck with three structures and complete in a local tournament. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. And the coolest part about all this is actually my first time looking at the deck list that they provided for us in the structure deck. So I'm going to be going through it with you guys. I mean, I did hear about Impermanence. So that's the only leak I've gotten so far. But I actually don't know what the rest of the cards are in this set. I'm really excited to open this and see if I can maybe build something viable with just three structure deck. I think these deck building challenges are really fun. And yeah, I've done it with Shaddolls before on Balling on a Budget, where I took three structure decks of the Shaddolls and continuously upgraded to the point where I was able to actually top a extravaganza, 250% extravaganza with a budget deck. I got like 8th place or 7th place. So anything is possible. And I'm going to try to show that to you guys today. So let's get these boys cracking. I don't know what the best method for opening these are, but let's open it right now. Take this out. Take it out like this. Okay, we have a nice playmat here. Hey. Hey, this is not too shabby, eh? They have strategies on the back. What does this say? Power up with packs. Power up with pack? Hey. Oh, God. They're giving me some strategies, boys. I'm going to have to look at this right now. They're not leaking the goo, yo. Okay, okay. Okay. Man. I'm learning the secret tips. Oh man, and this is it. This is it. This is it, boys. The structure deck. Let's crack this bad boy open and see what the cards are. So I'm gonna be reading through all these cards and trying to figure out the strategy with them. Just like I said, it's also gonna be my first time looking through the cards in the structure. Okay, cool. All right, boys. Time to let's crack all these open and see if we can craft a deck. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's deck profile. I'm gonna be showing you guys a competitive, or I feel like the most competitive option that you can have playing only three structure decks. This was like a really fun challenge for me. I spent about like maybe 2 hours trying to like learn all the combos, learn all the decks right at my live stream. So go check that out if you haven't already at twitch.tv/packtcg. I was playtesting this deck a lot with my viewers. I also learned the combos as well, like live on Twitch, and like trying to make sense of all the ratios and why I play what I did. So this like deck profile I hope will help you in your journey if you decide to pick up the structure deck as well. Let's get right to it. So I start off with 3 Cyberdark Chimera. This card is like really strong. It basically searches you Power Bond and allows you to fuse by banishing monsters from your graveyard. I know a lot of people have been playing 2, but I think 3 is really good because when this card gets stopped, you kind of want to have a second one for the follow-up so you can keep like doing it. And you usually need 2 in the combo, so I think having a third one is like really strong. So I play 3 of him. Then I played 3 cannon, so 3 Cyberdark cannon and 3 claw. So claw basically discards itself to search any spell and trap Cyberdark, and then this searches any Cyberdark monster. So these cards are really, really powerful because they pitch themselves and then replace themselves with a spell or a monster. And basically, like, the claw allows you to grab like Chimera, or it allows you to grab like the Cyberdark horn or edge, and they basically allow you to like grind with your opponent. So that's like really nice. Also, they have effects when they're sent to the graveyard while equipped to monsters, where one of them lets you draw a card and the other one lets you add back Cyberdarks from your graveyard, which when I was like out grinding like Striker actually in one of the matches, which was crazy, just off these cards. So only, I guess, 11 monsters for the Cyberdarks. There's also Keel, but I decided not to play it because you actually don't need, like, they're like, these cards are garnets, so you only want to play 2 and search them as you needed. The third one is like really bricky, and so I really didn't want to play it, so I decided just to like cut it and then only play 2 of the monsters. I know like you need Horn, Keel, and Edge to make the Cyberdark Dragon monster fusion monster, but you like never really make that card, so I think only having 2 is like fine. Maybe I'll like try to see if I need the third one, but I think 2 is perfect. I think main deck Jesus Cure is really good because it helps you out like really problematic monsters like Appaloosa, which is very common. It helps you out Dragoon. So I think this card is really nice because after you like tribute over like their negate card or whatever, you can then try to go for the Power Bond OTK, and that just like kills them. So it doesn't matter if you give them a monster. So I think this is like really powerful. Then you played 3 Cyber Dragon Core. This card searches any cyber spell or trap, which is basically like literally your entire spell trap line out. They're all cyber cards, so this card is just really broken. As you saw, like what I tried to do with this deck was actually make it a cyber dark deck instead of a cyber dragon deck. I think like the cyber dragon cards have been explored a lot heavily already, but the cyber dark cards haven't really been explored, so I figured I do a deck profile that's more focused on the cyber dark cards. That's why you see that there's more cyber dark cards and cyber dragon cards. For that reason, like Core is served as a supplementary engine to like search the cyber spells and traps. It's not really like a way to like search like cyber dragon cards per se. And I just played 1 and 1 National Hers and Cyber Dragon. National is like really nice because it lets you bring back the cyber dark the cyber dark Chimera because it has 2100 defense, so that's pretty nice. And then Hers just gets you like free pluses, so, and it's a really nice card to like recur back Cyber Dragons from your graveyard. 3 Emergency. This card is nice because it searches you Core, and then Core searches you any card in your deck. So Emergency is just insane. You play Cybernetic Horizon. This is a new card. What this card does is it sends a Dragon and/or Machine monster, one from your hand and one from your deck as cost, which is crazy. And then it adds you any cyber, like basically any cyber or cyber dark monster from your deck. So basically it's like a pseudo Rhoda. So it's very powerful. And then you also get to Foolish Barrow any machine fusion monster from your extract to your graveyard. So it's a very good card at filling your graveyard, as well as searching you like combo pieces. 3 Cyber Dark Realm. So this card adds you any cyber dark monster that's not in your graveyard. So it's, I mean, in turn 1, it basically searches any cyber dark monster in your deck. So it's really nice. So I really like this card as well. It's just more Rhodas. You kind of just want to max out on like the good cards that you really want to see. And then I played 2 Power Bond because Chimera's effect to let you fusion monsters by banishing monsters from their graveyard only applies if it successfully resolves its effect to discard a spell and add Power Bond. So if you have to play 2 because if you hard open 1, then the Chimera effect will never be live. So that's why you played 2. You play 1 Overload Fusion. We don't have Anaconda, but I think it's like a really good like Saki card to like play just to like if you keep getting disrupted and it gets you a very simplified game state. Overload Fusion helps you come back into the game because it summons the Cyber Darkness Dragon, and that just puts up a negate and your opponent just like comes like really behind. And then I played 1 Eternal. It has a Bailing Protection effect for any machine cyber fusion monster, but what this card does is it's actually using the combo to make 3 negates going first. So that's why I like having it. It's also a really good grind card, so I just play 1 of it because it's searchable to do the combo. And then for the traps, I played 3 Infinite Impermanence, just because it came in the structure deck. It's really versatile card. I don't really need to explain it. And then I played 3 Cyber Dark Invasion. I think this trap card is insane. So it's once per turn per copy, and each of its bullet point effects are once per turn. So what you do is generally it has an effect to equip a machine monster or a dragon monster from either player's graveyard. So when you play against a dragon deck, you can actually equip like their Chamber Dragon Maid, which actually came up. But it's also really nice because it can send a equipped card I control to a machine monster to the graveyard to destroy one card your opponent controls, and it doesn't target. So this card is like a really insane trap card because it helps you like grind. So what you do is you keep equipping and you just keep sending cards to like pop your opponent's cards, and it does this. It's a continuous trap, so it does it every turn. So it's very, very powerful, and it also makes it so that your Cyber Darkness Cyber Darkness Dragon has like extra negates, which is like crazy. And then the last card I played is One Overflow. Just because you don't have a lot of Cyber Dragon monsters, but I still think it's really, really nice to have it as a searchable card. In like testing, I've popped like 3 cards a lot with this card so much, so it's just an insane card that just like destroy like so many of your opponent's cards. And if they were to like try and out it, because it says this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can actually search any cyber spell or trap, so you can actually get follow-up. So it's really, really powerful. I think one is necessary. Only one is necessary because you don't only play 6 cyber monsters in the main deck. So it's 40 card main. For the extra deck, it's just 3 of all the structure decks that came out. The ones that are important are the Cyber Darkness and Cyber End and the Cyber Dark End Dragon. I would say these are the most important ones. Because this one is a negate, but it's not once per turn. That's really cool about Cyber Darkness Dragon because you can send 1 equip cards you control to the graveyard, and it actually doesn't like care where the equip card is equipped to. At least it just has to be an equip card you control. So it's not once per turn. It's like really, really insane. And then you have Cyber Dark End Dragon, which is basically a towers. It's unaffected by your opponent's activated effect. It's 5,000 attack, and also like you can keep equipping monsters to this once per turn from either player's graveyard, and it can attack a number of times up to the number of equip cards equipped to this. So it can attack like if you power bond into this and you equip it twice, it's literally 10k twice. So it's just crazy. So that's like the main stuff for the extra deck, but it's just 3 of all of them. So 3 of the Cyber Darks, 3 of the Cyber Darkness, 3 of the Cyber End, and then 3 of the Chimera Tech Over Dragon. Just because they all came in the structure deck, so I just maxed them out. And then these are all like the bunch of other cards I was looking into. I thought about playing Canadia, but I think that's like a side deck card. It's a really strong defensive card as well. But these are just all cards I considered as well. But I can now show you guys kind of like the combo to end on like 2 negates. Looks like, so if you open, like it depends. So it's like it's not really like so this deck isn't really a 1-card combo deck. It reminds me a lot of like Dytron's. So what I mean by that is like you have to use your entire hand to combo instead of like trying to rely on like certain cards, you know, like instead of trying to do like a 1-card combo. So I'm gonna just pretend we open like these 5 basically. So basically let's say we open these 5, like, you know, what can we do? So basically you want some sort of access to Realm, which sets you any Cyber Dark card. Claw gets you any spell or trap. So usually you want to get Claw to get access to your Cybernetic Horizon. Horizon fills your graveyard for your strategy, so that's why this card is really, really powerful. And then you'll activate Realm. Realm will search you usually a when you activate Realm, you're gonna want to search Cannon, and then you pitch the Cannon to search the Chimera, and then you're gonna activate Horizon, sending the Chimera for cost, and then sending a Hers for cost, and then we're gonna also send a Cyber End Dragon from the extract to the grave, and then add another Chimera. We can then trigger both Chimera Chainlink 1 and Hers Chainlink 2. Hers is going to grab us an original Cyber Dragon right here, and then the Chimera will then trigger to Foolish Burial a Horn. Now we can go normal summon Chimera and then use its effect to pitch Cyber Emergency to add Power Bond. We're then going to activate Power Bond using the Chimera on the field, and then we're allowed to banish from our graveyard Cyber Dark Horn, Chimera, Cannon, and Claw, and that's going to let us summon the Cyber Darkness Dragon. We're then going to use Cyber Darkness Dragon effect to equip the Cyber End Dragon to it, and then we're going to tribute these 2 to summon the boss monster, which is going to be Cyber End Dark Dragon. So you can actually cheat this card out by attributing one level 10 or lower Cyber Dark Fusion monster equipped with Cyber End Dragon. So that's how I was able to cheat it out. Then you go normal summon Cyber Dragon Core and use its effect to add Cyber Eternal. We're going to activate Cyber Eternal to bring back the Cyber Darkness Dragon, and then use Cyber Darkness Dragon's effect again to equip the Cyber End Dragon. We're then going to use Cyber Dark End Dragon to equip the Chimera to it, and then we'll set the Cyber Dark Invasion. So this is like essentially 3 negates with like follow-up. So what I mean by this is Cyber Darkness Metal is not a once per turn negate, so you can keep doing it as you want. So what you'll do is you'll go, your opponent activates a card, you'll negate with Cyber Darkness Dragon, sending Chimera to the graveyard. Chimera then triggers because it's sent to the graveyard to Foolish anything. So what you usually like to do is Foolish a Cyber Dark Claw. We'll then use the trap to equip the claw from the graveyard back to the Cyber Darkness Metal. We'll negate with Cyber Darkness Metal again, sending claw to the graveyard, and then we'll use claw effect when it's sent to the graveyard to add back the Chimera back to our hand. And then if we need to negate again, we'll send the Cyber Dark Dragon to the graveyard. So that's like 3 negates, and it gives us a Cyber Dark Chimera for follow-up with the Cyber Dragon, right? So that's essentially like one of like the best lines this deck can open. But there are multiple ways to like end on this. If you open up less combo pieces, then you end on only 2 negates. If you open less combo pieces, you end on 1 negate. It just depends on like the hands you open in order to it just depends on the hands you open, I guess, that how your end board ultimately like works at the end of the day. But the deck has like a bunch of rotas. Like every card in the deck searches each other and like its combo pieces. So that's why like the deck is really, really cool. It's super like not linear at all. It's just it's like reminds me so much of like Infernobles. Like someone in the chat is asking me about it, but like how like every hand does something a little bit differently, but it ultimately gets to the same end board. You just have to sequence it very like differently to get to that end board. But the cool thing also about the trap is that the trap can actually re-equip back, like let's say just the hers to like Darkness Dragon or something like that, and then you can like get another negate every turn with Cyber Darkness Metal and Cyber Dark Invasion. So that's like you keep looping negates every turn. You'll equip it back on your turn. On your opponent's turn, you'll equip back another card, and then all of a sudden you have 2 negates back on their turn again. So they just, like it's just like impossible to like play the game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little preview of the Cyber Dragon Cyber Strike structure deck and my thoughts on how to play the deck with only 30 bucks. If you guys want to see this for Boab 2, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll take this deck to locals and let you guys know how I perform. But of course, guys, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts below on the structure deck and the cards in it. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.